Tonight I'm going to make a tater tot Big Mac casserole. So the first thing I'm going to do is make my Big Mac sauce so it can sit in the refrigerator for a couple hours before dinner so it will marinate together. And what this recipe calls for is 1 cup of mayonnaise, okay, it calls for 1 cup of mayo, it calls for 1 tablespoon of sweet pickle relish, and I grated an onion up so that it doesn't have any chunks in it. I want it to kind of just blend in with the sauce. You can use vinegar and mustard. I'm just going to put vinegar in it at first because that seems like it might be very tart. So I'm going to tweak it as I go. So I'm going to put my tablespoon of grated onion in. And I'm going to put my tablespoon of pickle relish in. And of course I'm getting it everywhere. Calls for a half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of paprika. That's where Big Mac sauce gets its color from. It does not call for ketchup. Half a teaspoon of mustard, half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to put my paprika in. And I'm going to tweak this as I go. Okay, I'm getting this mixed up before I start tasting it, and you can see the color of it. I might put a little bit more paprika in it. Once I taste it, I'll figure out what else I'm going to add, if anything. I'm going to add something. I'm going to add more pickle relish. Put a lot of pickle relish in my stuff. I can taste the onion in it. I can taste the mustard. I think that's good. And it's that simple. I'm not putting vinegar in it because I believe the mustard's enough. But I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and let it sit. I'm going to put a little bit more paprika in it, just a dash. Actually, for color more than anything. And once I get my casserole out to get ready, this will be ready. I'm going to add a little ketchup in there and see how that makes it taste, because it doesn't have much of a Thousand Island taste. Got a little bit of ketchup in here, and I mean, I didn't even put a teaspoon in. I just put a dash. Made a difference. And that's the consistency and the color of it. You can see the lumps of pickle relish in it. And I will be back later to finish my casserole. Okay, let's make this casserole. I grind up my own hamburger meat, so I've got 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds here. And I'm going to line, I've got my oven on 350. I'm going to line my pan with tater tots, because this is going to take the whole bag. I'm going to line the bottom of them, put them in the oven, let them brown. Let me see how big this is. It's 2 pounds. 2 pounds. And I'm going to let the bottom of them, I'm going to let them get crispy. I'm going to line them up in there. Let them get crispy while I am cooking my onions and my hamburger meat in a skillet. And when I get this done, I'll come back, y'all. Okay, I have my tater tots in the oven. I've diced up my onions, and I'm fixing to put my hamburger meat in. I'm gonna go ahead and use all of it. And anything I don't use, I can just put in the refrigerator. Okay. I'm gonna turn that on medium. I'm not gonna put my onions in yet because I like my onions like I like them on a Big Mac. Now I'm gonna salt, pepper, put garlic salt or garlic powder in here, but I'm not gonna measure it. So, let me stand up on this thing. Garlic powder, onion powder, and MSG. I did put MSG in my my Big Mac sauce. And I added a little bit more ketchup. I just tweaked it till I thought it was good. This is onion powder. I'm going to put garlic powder. And I'm going to put pepper. And I'm going to, I don't like chunks of hamburger meat. I like it to be cut up or squished up pretty good. So that's what I'm going for. And I'm fixing to put my onions in. I cut my onions up like they cut them up for a Big Mac. And what I do is I go to Costco and I buy sirloin steaks. I buy roast, sometimes chuck, sometimes sirloin roast with something with fat in it. And grind it up with my KitchenAid. And then put it in the freezer. It's really good that way. I know what I'm getting in my hamburger meat. I'm going to put more salt. I don't need no more onion powder, but I'm going to put a little bit more garlic powder in it. And there won't be a whole lot of fat in it. But, I mean, sometimes I will grind up pork belly in it because fat's flavor. And I think what I'll do is put some shredded lettuce on it afterwards. but I'm going to take, I think, 4 slices of American cheese. I don't use American cheese a lot. I would rather have cheddar, but I like Big Macs, and I like them. That's the only hamburger I like with cheese on it. So, and with American. So let me get this done, and I'll come back. Okay, my meat is done. My onions are translucent, and I'm going to come over to the kitchen counter and show you the rest of the steps. My meat does not need draining, so I'm going to transfer it into this mixing bowl. And I'm going to get out my Big Mac sauce, and I'm going to get out my casserole dish out of the oven. Okay, I have my casserole dish out. I have my sauce. And I'm going to start by adding sauce into my meat. And any that I have left over, I'm going to have it as an option. So if the guys want to put any more on their plate. So I'm going to taste as I go. That tastes real good. And I might just put more in here. They might not need to put any more on it. Yeah, I'm just going to put the rest in. Now I'm going to pour my meat sauce over my tater tots. I want this so y'all can see it. And I'm going to lay my cheese on top of that. And then I will lay my other tater tots. I only have 3 slices of American cheese, but I have white American. Let's see, 1 on me. I don't want to burn myself. Two. 3. 4. 4. I have just enough cheese for this. But what's a Big Mac without cheese? And now I'm going to put my tater tots on top of that. I'm going to let this cook 45 to 55 minutes. I'll check on it and see. When I get done with this, I'll show it to you before I put it in the oven. Okay, now all those tater tots worked perfectly. See the top of it? I'm going to put this, no I'm not. I'm not covering it because if you cover it, it could steam and be soggy. Now when I do take it out of the oven, I'm going to take dill pickle chips and place it on top of them because Big Macs have dill pickles on them. The dill pickle chips. When that comes out of the oven, I'll show it to you. Okay, I washed my lettuce and shredded it. I keep my lettuce wrapped up in aluminum foil because it keeps longer. So I take it out of the plastic that it comes in. And I'm going to put this on a plate, a paper plate, so my family can put that on as they want to. And I'll set this in the refrigerator till everything's done. I just didn't want to cook the pickles on it. And 1 for good measure. And then we'll set this in the refrigerator and wait for my casserole to come out. It's been in for 50 minutes and I'm going to take it out. The tater tots are good and crispy and sauce is bubbly. And it looks pretty. I'm going to get me out a little piece so I can taste it with you before we eat dinner. Okay, let me taste this. I put me a little piece of the dill pickle on top of it. Mmm. I like it. The tater tots are really good with it. The cheese is good. The sauce is good. Try this. I think you'll like it. If you would, if you have not hit that subscription button yet, please hit it. If you want to be notified when I upload a video, hit that notification bell. Thanks for joining me, and you have a fabulous night. Thank you.